Next topic, and I'm going to show you all the sauce. We're going to go through it step by step. In this next topic, we're going to go through how to get a Model 3, a brand new Model 3 for $547 a month with zero down. I'll take you through my exact process, my exact steps, even give you the financing partner that I would use and also give you another option, and we'll go through all of that. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link, where you can get access to the best Tesla buying guide out there with all the low interest rates. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But let us get into this. So of course, Tesla Model 3, a very fantastic car. We owned one. That was the first Tesla we ever got. We've had the Model 3, the Model Y, S, and X. And Model 3 is definitely a good around town vehicle. Maybe not for someone that has like some sort of family, but definitely if you're using this as a daily driver to get you from work or anything like that, really, really good car. And this is what we know. This is what we can tell you. Tesla Model 3 starts at $39,990, and there's a Model 3 Performance at $52,990. The Model Y or Model 3 Performance qualifies for the full $7,500 federal tax credit, but the Model 3 Standard Range only qualifies for half, only qualifies for $3,750 tax credit. And I'll show you the exact income limits on where you can actually reap the full benefits on that and give you a little bit of an explainer. But there's also a video on the channel that goes through the whole thing on how the tax credit actually works. But we'll talk, you can definitely check that out. But Model 3 long range, it exists, but doesn't exist right now. You can't order it, but they do pop up in inventory. You can find one, try and lock it down and secure it and take delivery. But before we get into all the different financing, I did want to touch on it. It is through Tesla financing, 5.59%, but I'm going to show you how to do a little bit better, because what's the thing here is that the 72-month term, that's the max you can go with Tesla, but you can find financing partners that can go just a little bit longer, which would then result in a low monthly payment. So taking a look at here, we're going to go with a Model 3 Standard Range rear-wheel drive, because that's basically, to get the lowest monthly payment, you have to pick probably the cheapest vehicle out there. And so what I would actually do is I would go to waitingfortesla.com. This is a third-party aggregator site where you can see all the different inventory that's available across the different countries or across the different states. And you can see right here on the middle of the screen, there is a Model 3 brand new 2023 gray with black interior, and it's got a $1,500 discount. You might be asking me why. Why is there even a discount on it? Because this is actually a demo showroom vehicle. You will still be the first owner of the vehicle. You'll still be the first owner titled, but because it's been sitting in the showroom or even in the test drive fleet, it has a $1,500 discount. And so this is what I look for. I look for vehicles just like this, maybe a little bit less miles, maybe about the same, but I look for discounts anywhere from $1,500, $2,000, or even $3,000 off, because that's what's going to happen. I mean, I would also say maybe if you are on the fence of buying a Model 3 right now, maybe just wait just a little bit longer, but we'll talk about that at the end. But the next step is this. I'm going to give you two financing partners that you can go through. But before we get into that, this video is actually sponsored by Tenet. Down below in the description is a Tenet link where you can actually use to finance your vehicle or refinance your vehicle through Tenet. Tenet can get you a lower monthly payment because they allow you to defer a portion of your vehicle loan all the way to the end, maybe even that $7,000 or $3,750 tax credit, so which then results in a lower monthly payment. Tenet partners with credit unions and other banks out there to provide you this sort of access. So there's a strategy out there where you get Tenet, you finance your vehicle through Tenet, you push off that $7,500 or the $3,750, and then get the tax credit next year, and then pay off the whole thing or pay off Tenet the portion loan with that. So definitely check it out. Tenet link down below in the description. And also thank you to Tenet for sponsoring this video and a bunch of other videos this month. But we're going to go for the long term. I don't really know how long of a term Tenet actually can go to, but I'm pretty sure they can go a pretty long term as well, or actually it says down there at 72 months. But we want that extra long term because we want a low monthly payment. So this is where Labor Credit Union comes into the fold here. So Labor, we finance our most recent Tesla with Labor, and you can see right here on the screen, they've got, it's not too crazy of rates when you look at it in terms of in line with Tesla, but we've got 88 months at 5.99%. So going back to the vehicle that we found right here on the screen, which is a brand new Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive at $39,490. We're going to use 8% on top of that because that's basically an average across all states between sales tax, DM fees, and all that jazz and things like that. So essentially $39,490 times 1.08, so 8% and all that stuff. That's going to give us an estimated out the door of $42,649, coupled with labor credit union at 5.99 for 88 months. That's going to give us, if we throw it into our handy dandy auto loan calculator, you can see right here in the middle of the screen, that gives us a monthly payment of $547.29. You can see in the down payment box, I put $3,750 because that's the tax credit you will get for buying the vehicle if you qualify with these certain income limits to qualify for the full $3,750. But I can tell you this for surely, if you are buying a Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive and you're getting approval for a Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive, you're most likely going to reap the full benefit of the tax credit. And this is why. Here's the calculation for that. This is Smart Asset Income Tax Calculator. You can see right here, I've got a single earner that's making $46,000. This is W-2 income where you get paychecks every single month and all that stuff. Well, what's actually withheld from each paychecks is federal tax. And you can see right here for the federal tax, it's about a amount of $3,761. And that's essentially equal to the $3,750 tax credit that you will get back from this. Of course, I'm just a guy on YouTube that loves talking about buying Teslas and getting the best deal and really good financing, but I would 100% consult a CPA at the end of the day. But essentially what this is, and I've also bought EVs in the past and redeemed this credit and federal tax credit year after year. So you can take a look on the screen. You basically have to make $46,000, which you're going to have to make that either way to get approved for a Tesla, because you have to have a 1-to-1 ratio typically with most banks. And what that means is, like, if the price of the vehicle is $46,000, you have to make income of $46,000 to even get approval. But I mean, of course, there's ways around that as well. But anyway, so $46,000 nets a federal tax of $3,761. So you should be getting that back. And then I put it down on the vehicle, which nets a monthly payment of $547.29. Hopefully that's a quick run through. Hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Definitely comment down below in the description if you've got some questions, or if you want some customized one-on-one support. Definitely check out the Patreon link down below in the description, where you can schedule a call with me. You can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you join the Patreon, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the credit unions and banks out there that has lower rates than the 5.99%. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense. Hopefully that clears it up. At the end of the day, though, if you do not need a car right now, if you do not need a Tesla Model 3 specifically, I would probably hold off and wait till June, because taking a look on the screen right now, this is a Tesla inventory chart for Model 3. Shout out to mattyoung.net. And you can see Model 3 inventory is at a very, very, very high inventory count right now. And usually what this means when inventory is this high and this in stock, promotions, discounts, and all that stuff will follow shortly soon after that. So, if you can wait, definitely wait till June. We'll talk about why in our next topic after this. But if you can wait, definitely wait it out if you can. Water break.